This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome to Las Vegas, where dreams and fortunes can be made, and the site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Hermstreet. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Using his legs, it's Brown. Running with purpose. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back, it's Arnold. He escapes the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
This is what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
They face 3rd down, trying to build momentum early in this national championship game. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. First down. They're going to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, a big part of the reason they're playing in this national championship is they're an aggressive offense. They didn't hit this one, but I love the idea, and I think it sends a clear message that this defense better be ready to defend the long ball.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the 3rd down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground here. And test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up.
Well, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Looking to throw. It's Arnold. A deep shot to the right. Oh, incomplete. He's very lucky that wasn't intercepted here on the opening possession. I'd like to have that one back. It's going to bring up fourth down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And here's the return. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Moves out of the pocket. Looking downfield. That's reeled in. It's Watson. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs, they can run between the tackles, they can get outside, they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here, they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
Looking for a gap. It's Watson. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Important 2nd down play coming up. To the air. It's Rayner. Short pass finds the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion sets up a 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The Gamecocks will look to convert here on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. Big throw complete to the tight end. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a 1st down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
Bringing pressure. Caught near the sideline. It's Watson. And he'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. The defense pursuit forced him out. 2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back. Running back grabs it on the screen. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting off field, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
On the move now. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They strike first in this national title bout. Who's says you need explosive plays, Kirk. That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. And it's South Carolina in the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking downfield. It's Arnold. Brown near the sticks. It's Brown. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Well, we've seen them do this in the past. A good throw. Get the first. And here comes the tempo.
That solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, just stoned at the line of scrimmage by this defensive front. They have been having their way at the line of scrimmage the entire first half of this national championship. And if these guys do not find a way to become more than one-dimensional, there's no way they're going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole.
And he just throws it away.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Finds his man. It's Howard. Defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. And here comes the punter onto the field.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first.
Loses the football. The scramble is on. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return.
Chris, we see this every week in college football. A good returner who can flip field position like that is so valuable. At this point, you wonder if they're going to keep kicking to him or maybe elect for some pooches or squibs and play it a little bit safe.
Bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Tigers! They begin to fight back here in this championship game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Opening play of the drive, good throw to the left. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. Quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Back to pass. It's Rayner. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. And he shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot right down the middle. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string, but just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
They'll kick it away here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. He'll throw it now. With the catch, it's Howard. They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Dropping back. It's Arnold. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Here's the 2nd down play. Throwing off play action. The sure hands. It's Brown. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
So now it's 3rd and short from the +25. They're in field goal range. Let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Caught behind the line. It's Howard. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
And it's good right down the middle.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Handoff here from the shotgun. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. He escapes the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? With the catch, it's Clark. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Back to throw. It's Rayner. Pulls it in. It's Watson. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Nice grab. It's Clark. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And this is going to be caught, but they rule him out of bounds, so it's incomplete. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. It's an out route. The catch made. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on 4th down, they won't go for it. Out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points before halftime. And the field goal is good. That will tie things up as we head toward halftime.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Back to pass. It's Arnold. Moves out of the pocket. Receiver makes the grab. Breaks loose at the 45. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. On the move now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. And they make it a 3rd and manageable here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. This throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Well, they come close to hitting a big one here to start this second half of the national championship. And even though they missed that, I think it gives you an idea of they're going to open up this playbook. You might as well leave it all on the table when you're playing for all the marbles.
Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it deep in the middle of the field. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they get the conversion there. Set up now first down at the 38.
Well, it doesn't take long to figure out what kind of adjustments they made at halftime. Here we are, the very first series to start the second half in the championship game, and they're taking shots downfield. They clearly see matchups they want to take advantage of.
Grab behind the line. It's Harper. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking to pass. It's Rayner. He escapes the pocket. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Caught near the sticks. It's Watson. He rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. He sells it looking downfield, knowing he wants to hit his running back on the angle route. Effective play to move these chains.
Press coverage now from the secondary. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. To the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking to throw it again. Makes the grab. Can you get there? Touchdown, South Carolina. And they jump on top here in the second half. If you play quarterback, how about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Arnold. On the run here, lets it go. Caught quickly.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
A completion makes it second down. Ball handed off. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught by the receiver. Breaking free at midfield. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8 coming up.
And that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And the pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Coach decides to go for it on this fourth down. To throw, it's Arnold. Fires it to the wideout. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for a nice game.
Facing a third and short from the 41, and they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision. Out of the gun now on third down. Moves out of the pocket. Caught near the sticks. It's Clark. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, with the lead in the national championship in the second half, there are a lot of offensive coordinators around the country that would be more conservative, run the ball, keep the clock moving. I love the fact that this offensive coordinator takes a chance here, throws the football, shows the confidence he has in a quarterback, and it really pays off for him.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. That's reeled in. It's Bennett. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looking to throw again. On the move now. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. Back to throw. It's Arnold. That's caught. It's Price. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. You set it out to the offense. 1st and 10.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The offense will stay on the field for this 4th down attempt. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
And it's South Carolina in the lead here. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter of this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. To throw, it's Arnold. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, handoff inside. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quick throw. Misses his mark there. Incomplete.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
So here we go. 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking for 6. Touchdown. Auburn. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
He does his job with a PAT, and this ballgame is tied here in the 4th quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. This drive is important. last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Caught over the middle. It's Harbor. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Makes the catch. It's Clark. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Now, everybody's entitled to whatever they think is best for their own defense, but man, this quarterback is just sitting back there with all kinds of time to be able to evaluate the coverage and make a throw. This defense better get more aggressive and start getting after the quarterback.
Makes the grab. It's Bennett. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
To the air, it's Rayner. Delivers quickly to the left side. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Offense looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter, it's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Defense is coming after him. They'll try a pass here. Here's a throw underneath the tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's third down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle, but first down.
Another big game by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offensive coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
Scanning the field. It's Arnold. On the run here. Lets it go. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the ball. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Oh, he's bringing it back. Past the 50. He's past the 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense comes up huge in this championship game. Listen to the crowd. Wow, what a moment. National championship game, and the defense has put their team in front in the fourth quarter.
Chris, they're just trying to get a stop here at this point in the game, trying to get their own offense back out on the field, and instead they get the turnover and a touchdown to boot to give themselves a lead, and we're just minutes away from seeing who's going to win the national championship. Let's not forget that play right there. That could determine the outcome.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. To throw, it's Arnold. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught! He's wide open! Look out! Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game. Final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? Short connection to the tight end here. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody.
Caught near the goal line. He will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down one now, an extra point away from tying this game up with under 2 minutes to go.
And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The drive now from the 25. Delayed handoff. Breaks into the clear. That one takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Looking to pass. It's Rayner. Moves out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. He's going to bring up third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Slides to avoid the big hit.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space and lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
A short completion to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Not much time left. The offense has a shot to end this in regulation. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking to scramble. Caught on the outside. It's Clark. And he's down right there, but it's enough for a first down.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. Timeout taken by the offense now. 23 seconds on the clock. Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. And a timeout taken by the offense with 19 seconds remaining.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. And the Gamecocks hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. So here we go. Spot the ball at the 33. This is a 50-yard game-winning field goal attempt. Can he do it? And the field goal unit coming on the field now. So here we go. Spot the ball at the 33. This is a 50-yard game-winning field goal attempt. Can he do it? He made it! A walk-off field goal to win a national championship. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. For the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in a national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the South Carolina Gamecocks.